Hi there, my name is Ezra Kramers. I'm the head coach and executive director here at Pinnacles FC. Today my topic is the PFC Competitive Overview, focusing on the developmental age groups, which is U11 and U12, players born in 2004 and 2003. Now this is a very interesting time for players and parents because this is where, in our pathway, it breaks off into two areas. It either stays recreational, which you have been part of probably in the mini program, or it goes into our competitive pathway. And this is where there's a little bit more commitment, the training is a little bit more serious, there's also more travel. So I wanted to give you a little bit more information on what our plan is, and we'll start with the example of U11. If your player is born in 2004 and is looking for more than the mini program, then our program in a competitive form is for you. This program is where they train all the top players of the South Okanagan together on 1 or 2 teams. And from there, they travel all over the region to Kamloops, Salmon Arm, Kelowna. I'm the head coach of the squad with a volunteer assistant coach. And what we do is we put similar-minded players with technical and tactical ability that are wanting more than the mini program. Now, if ideally we want 2 teams. The reason we want 2 teams is, let's say 24 players, because right now they're playing small-sided games, which means 8 aside playing half a pitch. But in 2 years at U13, they have to play a full-sided pitch, which is 11 aside, and we need 18 players to fill a roster. So ideally, for a small club that we are, we would like 2 teams. But what we're finding is we don't have enough players at the level that we're looking for. So what we plan on doing is, and again we'll use U11 as the example, we will find a core group of players, roughly around 8 players. What I call core players are players who have been currently training 8 to 10 months out of the year because football, soccer is their passion. And it's important for their development that they play with players that have similar technique and also mindset. But we also have to be careful because in development, there's players that are natural athletes or maybe they haven't been trained as much as other players. And again, we need 18 players in 2 years. So we'll have a core group that will go to every single game through the spring season. But then we will have another 8 to 12 players that will be broken up into 2 groups. What they will do is they will come to every other game. So if your player is on that cycle, not a core player, they will play every week within the mini program, or what we call the youth program. And every other Sunday, they would join our district team, our Excelsior Academy team, to ensure that they're getting the taste of both. From there, they still train every week, but this gives them the best of both worlds. Because what we find is we need players playing. We can't have them going to Kamloops and only receiving 20 minutes because number one, they're not ready. It's not good for them. So that's the plan for possibly 1 or 2 or even 3 of our teams, is that if we can't make 2 teams, again, we're going to have a core that goes to every game, and then we'll have 8 to 12 players that will be broken up into 2 groups that will circulate every other week. Now I want to make very clear, they all still train together twice a week, because our goal is to ensure that we have 18 players at U13. A few other minor points is it's very important that you read the overview, that this commitment is just for 3 or 4 months, but our goal is that your player loves it and they want to train more and more. And what we're finding is once your player knows and gets on the field with myself and our staff coaching, that they will enjoy it, that we will challenge them, but also give them a very positive atmosphere. Because we believe in a competitive structure here at PFC, yes, you're going to become a better player, which will help in our lifelong goal of creating a player that wants to play for the rest of their life. But there's also some fantastic lifelong lessons that they can take off the field when they go to school and when they get a job. In the end, if you have any direct questions, check out our overview on pinnaclesfc.com under the competitive tab, or call us direct or email us for more information. To conclude, we've also been sending information on players who are scouted. Scouted players means that we've watched you at Kings Park and we see potential in you. If you receive this email, it doesn't mean you have to be into the competitive program. Take it just as a compliment that you have the ability and the athleticism that we're looking for. If you're a player that hasn't been scouted, but work hard and play hard, hey, anyone who's interested will find a spot for you to play. In the end, whatever pathway you decide, have a great spring season. Thank you.